Good seeing everybody. Appreciate you guys being here. Chad just informed me that there's a massive hole in the sun. You guys hear about that? 60 Earth spitting out gamma rays. Does that mean we're all going to be like Bruce Banner, Hulks? That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Okay, on that note, what questions do you have?
So what kind of weather are you preparing for on Saturday?
That's right. I guess it'd be a little colder with a hole in the sun, probably. We're preparing for cold weather and rain and sleet, and a grass field that's going to be probably a little bit loose. So getting ready for that.
John, you're kind of alluding to no lack of motivation in this game yesterday, but especially given just this rivalry with Pittsburgh, how do you think that has influenced the locker room and especially kind of the bitter taste of the last game you guys played against them?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think no matter who you play in this particular game, in this situation, there would be no lack of motivation. I mean, our guys love to play. They're pro football players. They want to go out there and they want to play, and they want to play well, and they want to win. They want to put their best foot forward. The fact that it's a division rival, the Steelers, that certainly doesn't lessen it. You know, it's always a very important game for us. It's a team that we respect very much. We also understand the type of game that we're always playing against those guys. So our guys are looking forward to it.
He's been kind of the guy the last couple of weeks now that they've been winning a couple of games. How has he kind of impacted that offense?
Well, I mean, obviously they've been very successful with him in there. I think he's making. I think he's reading the offense out. They've got they've adjusted. They've kind of went in certain directions and away from certain directions in terms of what they're running and what they're calling. He's operating the offense really well, putting the ball where it's supposed to go based on the coverage, and they're running the ball really well, and he's done really well. So just kind of looked at him and how they're still their offense, but his version of it is what we're studying.
John, we saw the video you guys posted of the Pro Bowl announcements, obviously, and it was particularly striking, I think, was maybe Patrick Queen's reaction, how much it meant to him. I mean, was that kind of a neat thing for you to see? I mean, you know how much he took the criticism to heart back when he was a 21-year-old rookie. I mean, was it cool to see that?
Well, yeah, it was great to see it. I mean, it's just very deserving. I thought he played great last year, too, and to see it recognized by the peers and the fans and everybody, to see that video with Eric, it was really cool to see. I mean, I thought that was great with all the guys, and it means a lot to guys. To be recognized like that, as a pro football player, when you're a pro football player, it always strikes me as how much it means to the guys every year when you make those announcements.
What's that like for you when you're revealing one by one in front of the whole team there? What's that like?
It's fun, man. Like of course we got technology, so we'll get the screen, we'll get some drama, dim the lights a little bit. All of a sudden the picture pops up of the player, and everybody goes crazy. So it's a lot of fun.
John, I guess how much of I don't say like press rehearsal, but the kind of gap scheme that Pittsburgh likes to run, I know they've been effective using it. You guys have been up and down against that kind of stuff this year. How important how much are you kind of looking forward to how you guys have done that this week as you prepare and getting better for the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean they run a couple versions. They run of gap schemes. They run what we call duo with no puller. They've been running that for years. They usually do it with the tight end side with extra tight ends over there. Sometimes they'll bring the wide receivers down in there and insert them or sift the backside, and then they run the puller gap schemes. The power more than anything else with Power O, and they've been great at that. And I think the biggest thing is it's a downhill run, but it can also bounce. If you stop it up inside and you don't control your edges, those two backs will take it outside of the second, and they're both hard to tackle. So it'll be a big challenge for us. Every week stands on its own, and stopping the run will be, job one for us in this game.
John, what kind of opportunity do you think for Tyler? I mean, we haven't seen much this year because Lamar's been there for all of it. What kind of opportunity do you think this presents for him as well?
Oh, yeah, it's a big opportunity. I mean, go out there and play against a defense like this, one of the top defenses in the league. It's a great opportunity for him, but he's ready for it. I'm looking forward to seeing him play.
I know the focus is on just execution at that quarterback spot, but is there any part of you to see how, differently Tyler kind of executes the offense from Lamar? And, obviously, same kind of scheme, same play caller, but so far they're kind of different quarterbacks and how they go about the business.
Yeah, I mean, that's true for any quarterbacks or any players. You know, everybody brings their own stamp to it, you know, and as a coach, I think you recognize that. And when you play guys like you're talking about Mason Rudolph, it's the same exact thing. They have their different style, and you kind of recognize that. And it's fun to watch.
Mike Tomlin again, man, will not have a record below 500. It's a pretty astounding mark. Over the years, what are your pregame conversations? Have they evolved over the time, like from the beginning as you're both young coaches, and now some of the guys have been around?
I appreciate the both young coaches. Yeah, that's good. You mean, yeah, you said we were young coaches. Yeah.
Now you're not
right.
quite as young coaches.
Okay, guess I'll take it. It's like any relationship. I mean, it's certainly grown and evolved over the years. I have great respect for Mike, for what he's done, for their organization, for what they've done. I think his stamp is on the football team without question. You know, they're a team that plays winning football. They don't beat themselves. They don't have a lot of penalties. They don't turn the ball over. And then his style is kind of, ever since he got there, they've been about playing good, solid football and then being physical and then creating big plays, you know, on both sides of the ball. So I think that's there again now, like it always is. And you just come to understand that. I think they probably have a pretty good understanding of how we like to play. And probably Mike and I probably have a pretty good understanding of how each other coaches his team, you know. So there won't be too many surprises probably that way. But it's an honor, and I'm grateful for it. And definitely don't take that part of it lightly. It's a good competitive relationship, and it's been amazing.